Number 89 on your roster. White Steve, 89 on our roster. What do you? Cali Bills, White Steve. I have no idea who is White Steve. Tommy, brother, it was a what? Write it now. Right it now. Who is White Steve? I still want to know. Am I missing something here? Hold on. Let me type it in. Hold on, guys. Let's do this together because Slim Natty here. Slim Nate says we have a guy known as White Steve. All right, let's see here. Let's type it up. All right, let's do this together, chat, because I don't know, man. Sometimes Slim Nady here has like some stuff going on there. He likes to. All right, do the Bills have a player on their team known as White Steve? All right, let's see here. Steve Gosnell. He's known as White Steve. Son of a bitch. We do have a player called White Steve. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Why are we calling him White Steve? Hold on. I mean, look, I know Chris Sims, when Cole Bishop was drafted, called him the Great White Safety, which I was like, what? Why is he the Great White Safety, Chris Sims? Come on, Tommy, did you get to the top? I have not. I'm still messing with the chat. The shades clearly aren't Bills Rams Super Bowl, but I hope the Rams get upset on their way, so we play a different team. I don't care. Bring them on. Right? To be the best, you got to beat the best, right? Twins, what? He was the only white bit in the wide receiver last. So he's known as White Steve? I don't know this. By the way, you never heard that? Chris Sims, I swear to God, dude. Let me pull that up. But anyways, let me read this real quick because I had no idea. So it says the nickname started during training camp. So shame on me because I cover this team, big time. It's my passion, and I didn't know we had a guy named White Steve on the team. This is. I'm upset. Shame on me. Tommy over here talking Bills football didn't know we had a guy named White Steve on the team. I have to talk to Mikey about this. But anyways, nicknames started during training camp when the offensive coordinator Joe Brady began calling him White Steve. So Joe Brady came up with the name. Oh my God. Well, when asked about it, Gosnell confirmed that was indeed his nickname. Teammate Khalil Shakir jokingly explained it by saying Gosnell was the only white receiver in the room. Joe Brady also said the nickname wasn't just about his appearance. Well, I would hope not, because if it was a black player and you called him White Steve, I'm just saying, I don't know. Would there be a problem with that? If he was black, if he was a black player and they referred to him as White Steve, I think there would be a problem. So I'm pretty sure the name came because he was the only white receiver in the room. I'm going to guess that was the main reason. Callie didn't know either. Michigan pretended to be Bills fans. Oh, shut your damn trap, Slim. You just shut it, all right? I'm sorry I didn't know about White fucking Steve on the team, all right? Yeah, that I didn't pay attention to Steve Gosnell. I wasn't up to date with our white receiver that did nothing for us. Sorry. I should be more informed on our white receivers that aren't making the team. I apologize. That's on me. It's totally on me, guys. I'm a bad fan. I'm a bad fan right now. Slim, greatest fan on earth, knows all the white, terrible receivers that don't make the team's nicknames, apparently. There was a second that Alan run. Oh my God, on Joe Brady. Oh my God. So, am I done with this article about White Steve? You want to hear about my White Steve some more, guys? I call him White Steve. Like Steve does everything right. So he calls him White Steve because Steve does everything right. The white guy named Steve does everything right. It just doesn't sound right. Or maybe it is right. He's white, right? Steve, I'm so confused here. Joe Brady. Move on from the Joe Brady. Don't stop with the nicknames, Joe Brady. Please. I don't. It doesn't even make sense. If he did everything right, he would make the 53. He would have been a big part of our wide receiver room. Matter of fact, if White Steve was always right, we wouldn't even had a conversation about a number one. White Steve would be the number one. He would be Steve Largent of the Buffalo Bills. All right. Moving on. You started it. You're the one. Now, for those that didn't know, because apparently, not a lot of people knew, but Chris Sims called, and I watched this. By the way, he said it and he tweeted it. Did Chris Sims call Cole Bishop the great white safety? And this is when we drafted him, which is wild, right? Yes. During the 2024 NFL draft, Chris Sims referred to Cole Bishop as the great white safety. It says, look, his full remark was essential. Wow. The Buffalo Bills needed safety, and they got the great white safety in Cole Bishop. Great athlete who's best around the box, but can do free safety too. He can cover top tight ends in the NFL. He will start this year. So, dude, that is such a fucking off-the-wall comment. That makes zero fucking sense. Right? Like, what the hell is going on, man? And now, Slim Nady is lecturing me that I didn't know about White fucking Steve. Man. Anyways, I want to distance myself from Joe Brady's bigotry. We got an issue going on in Buffalo. Apparently, the white guy's always right. Come on, Joe Brady. Do better. All right. So, never thought I'd see the day podcast where it's spent 15 minutes talking about White Steve. Listen.